All right. Um, so welcome everybody to tonight's call. Thank everybody for taking the time out to be on with us. Hopefully we can share something with you guys that may not necessarily be new, but our goal is to help each and every one of you, to encourage you, to be able to help you to continue to progress within your Young Living business. So we're going to talk a little bit about how we can do that, especially if you feel like you are stuck within your business, or if you feel like you just can't get people to continue to order. So we're going to talk about some ways to get over that by using some of the tools in Vital 180. But before we get started with that, Tashina, you said you had a quote that Shannon wrote on her Facebook today that you wanted to share.
Yeah,
right?
so it's actually a whole illustration. It's a fairly long post, but she wrote it today. I know most of you guys follow Shannon, but we don't spend that much time on Facebook, so you might not have seen it. But so she wrote, I keep seeing people complaining that they are stuck. What do you have to do if a car gets stuck in the mud? You have to get outside the vehicle and push. Most of the time we sit in the car. We feel like we are hitting the gas, doing all the things, spending hours on social media, creating new systems, organizing our office, making gifts or samples, watching all the videos, but we are just spinning our wheels. If you are feeling stuck, your team is probably stuck with you. They are sitting in your car. Get out of the mud. Stop doing busy work. Stop getting bogged down with negative self-talk or worrying about what other people are doing or thinking. What are you doing right now to build your business? I'm talking about those action steps that either increase the number of members in your organization, the number of members you have on Essential Rewards, or the size of those orders. You do realize those are the steps that grow your team. You have to go back to basics. Start meeting new people. Start sharing your story with new people. Start teaching classes about the things that light your fire. You are the only person who can change your circumstances. Start moving forward and sharing with new people, training new people, and have fun while you are doing it. You will be amazed at the momentum that you will happen when your team sees you running the race again. So then she put some action questions. Tell me what you are going to do in the next 11 days to make May amazing. How are you going to fill your calendar for June? Are you going on the Alaskan cruise? What are you doing before and after the trip to take care of your business? What rank will you be at Grand Convention? And the same question, what are you doing before and after the convention to continue growing your business? And then she has a picture that states, getting unstuck, what are you doing right now? And it shows somebody in the mud pushing. And so like, that was just very vivid, because I know us being in Michigan, there's been times where I have had my car stuck. And of course, I don't want to get out my car at first. At first, I just want to spin my wheels. I want to rock back and forth. I want to like try to put one of my little floor mats underneath. Like the last thing I want to do is go ask somebody to help me push, right? Like I stay stuck for like probably 30 minutes before I get up the nerve to go ask someone to help me push. But that's what you have to do in order to get unstuck. So I personally started actually commenting underneath that and answering the questions that she asked, because she asked those action questions, because that's really what we need to do to get unstuck, right? So my calendar is not yet full for June. Like we're halfway through May. I have to get the rest of my calendar filled for June. So tonight, Dana and I are going to decide when is the next spa party. I'm going to put in my calendar my Facebook classes for June. Like what she's saying are the things that we have to do. And then just like Anthony mentioned, these calls are also how. So we have classes or go networking to try to get new people and to educate. Like our spa party today, the Savvy Minerals sale was extended. So the point of the Savvy Minerals Today class, or the spa party, because we talk about the skincare, really is to get people to increase their orders. That's why we have those. So current members that are zeros, current members that spend only $50, and new members are all invited, because if they're only spending 50, they're not buying the makeup. They're not buying the skincare. They're not buying the Ninja. So we have these parties where you can see all the oils. You can see you can taste the Ninja if you haven't been using it on a regular basis. You can try the skincare. You can try the Savvy, because that's what's going to convert a 50 PV person to a 300, or a 0 person who's into makeup but not into oils to get on ER. That's the purpose of that. And then, as Anthony mentioned, that's the purpose of this call. How do we create bundles so that people know that this is a lifestyle and not just a few oils that we're going to use once in a while when we want to do certain things? So with that, I'll turn it back over to Anthony, who's going to go over the Vital 180 bundles, and then I'm going to go over Sarah Harnish's bundles.
Yeah, and really quickly before we get into that, I just want to add to that because there's a saying that goes that new blood is the lifeblood. So wherever you are within your organization as of now, don't focus on the people that that you say I should have done this with them, or I should have done something different, or I can't get this person to order 50 PV or 100 PV every single month. Granted, those people have a place, but new blood is always going to be the lifeblood of your business. So you definitely want to focus on, like Shannon mentioned in her post, get out and meet new people. If it's outside of your comfort zone to go to social events, you're gonna have to. It's not gonna be comfortable, but you need to get around new people who are excited to join you in their wellness journey, and because that excitement is what will carry over. If they're excited from the beginning and you set them up appropriately so that they're ordering certain wellness boxes or certain products, some of the ones that we're going to talk about tonight, that will carry over. It will become routine for them. And now you've built consistency and something that's sustainable within your organization. So, so thank you for sharing that, Tashina. I thought that was an excellent post from Shannon as well. Shannon always posts great things. Even if you've ever had an opportunity to have a conversation with her, Shannon's amazing. I love just talking to her and Brian, and she makes everything so simple so that we don't need to overcomplicate it. But I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. See if I can do that. And let's talk about some of these bundles here that we could set someone up with when they get started. All right, let's see here. Why is it acting funny? Okay, can you get my screen?
It said you started screen sharing, but it's just black right now.
It's just black. Let's see here. Still black. Let me try this here. And my video is turned off. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see. Can someone either post in the chat or unmute themselves and let me know if you can see my screen?
I think I can see
I
it.
did see it, but now I don't know if that's just me or.
Okay, can you see my browser?
It's like it was. me see. I don't know what's. I'm wondering if my whole thing is frozen. It was like it was there, and now I see. Gosh, it's my. I'm on my phone, so it's small. So I've got. I can see like. Well, it says I'm seeing your screen, but is your screen show you and Tashina and like two people on the bottom, or were you showing like a diagram?
Did, but now I'm seeing something totally different. So
Oh, now it says Zoom meeting. Zoom. Now it says Zoom isn't responding. Oh, Tashina said she can hear me, but she's frozen. And I was gone for a minute. I had a phone call. Sorry. But I'm back now.
Okay, I am going to try something different then here.
Sorry, I'm eating. I'm gonna mute myself again.
No problem.
Oh wait.
Okay, I'm gonna try this instead and see how well this works. Okay, so this seems to be the only way that wants to work for me. So I'm going to try to do it from my phone. But the wellness boxes, you can find them in the back of, oh, there it is. You can find them in the back of the welcome guide. So let's talk about them a little bit. See if I can zoom in here. That's a lot better. All right, so especially when you set somebody up, the goal is to start ER or essential rewards, right? So even when they buy their initial kit, we want them to do so on ER so that they can start earning those ER points. Is that a little better, Tashina? Can you hear me now? Okay. So some of the boxes or wellness boxes and ideas that have been put together in the welcome guide are number one, the thieves kit. So a lot of times people wonder, like, what do they order next month? Like after they've gotten their original kit, where do I go from here? Well, this will be a great way to start because when we talk about replacement buying, it's not that people are spending additional money, but instead we want them to spend money within their company and their business and to instead transfer the things that they're actually buying, like their laundry detergent, dishwashing detergent, soaps, to transfer those things. So this wellness box that you see here for the thieves.
Anthony?
Yes.
Anthony, we can't hear you. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, I heard you just now, but when you were talking, it was like boop, 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 like I couldn't hear it. I'm gonna try to mute myself again. Hold on.
Okay. Is that better? Okay. So let's try it this way, see if that's a little better.
Yes, I heard you that time.
Okay, cool. So the thieves box includes the bar soap, the dish soap, laundry soap, fruit and veggie soap, and the thieves ER, which is an essential rewards box. So it comes with everything you see pictured here. And one of the things that I want to draw attention to is it'll actually tell them how many rewards points they will have gained from purchasing that box. So if they're at 10% and they're just starting out, they'll get 19.23 points, 20%, 38.45, 25%, 48.06, it looks like. So that's something to point out to them as well, because there's a lot of things that people might have on their wish list, things that they may want to get, but maybe they're financially out of their price range right now. You let them know that this is a great way to save up some of their points to be able to spend on those things that they want. The next box is what's called the Total Babe box. I'm going to let Dana add something really quick. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. Before we go too far, I just wanted to quickly add, also with our members, when we get people started, we do them a disservice if we don't get them started with the entire lifestyle. So I've seen so many times where people get started with the oils, they are loving on the oils and everything like that, but they never detox their home. So when we look at that first bundle, that is going to be the next crucial step in their wellness journey. So let's say, for instance, they get started this time of year and they're looking for support during the seasonal change. Well, they can use all the oils in the kit and that's going to help them, right? But if they're still using bleach, if they're still using toxic laundry detergent that's seeping into their pores and sitting on their bodies, they're going to still have allergens and allergen responses. So it's so important too that not only are we like, hey, this is how you get started, now you should get another kit, but we want to really emphasize the importance of the lifestyle and how it all works together. We are doing our members a disservice if we don't introduce them to the entire lifestyle so they can actually see changes in their families' lives.
Okay, well said. While we're here, do you really want to really quickly talk about the Total Babe box?
Sure, I would absolutely love to, because I think this is so cool too, because maybe you have a woman that is getting started and she is looking to replace and change over some of her makeup. So I love this particular bundle because in the bundle you of course get the foundation, which is cool because you can pick the foundation that's perfect for you. You get the veil, you get the misting spray, which I do believe the misting spray is very important, especially when you're applying like the foundation and stuff. You get the lip gloss and you get 3 different eyeshadows. So this is going to be perfect to give a woman a nice clean introduction to Savvy Minerals, as well as a little bit of products that they can use just every day.
Yeah, I had to deter to my wife. She knows a lot more about using makeup than I do. So play to your strengths as well. So if fellas are listening to this and you have women that are available to help with that, utilize them as well. All right, so let's move on and talk a little bit about the fitness box. So the fitness box has some products that I really love. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more for you guys. Okay, I think that's about as best as it's going to give me. But the fitness box includes AminoWise, which if you're not taking AminoWise, I think everybody should start. I don't have time to get into why it's so beneficial, but you're going to get great things such as Sulfurzyme. I know Sulfurzyme is something that Dana and I take every single day. My staple supplement that I take as well is PowerGize. That was actually one of the things that won me over and convinced me to use Young Living products when they released that. You have the Cool Azul sports gel that comes in there, RC oil, and Ningxia zines. So this is a great one for your person that's active. Maybe they need a little support for their musculoskeletal system. RC is great for people who maybe they do a lot of running or if they do lifting at the gym. And then a good idea is to explain why some of these things are beneficial. But once again, remind them that they're going to get points back for ordering those. Then at the bottom, you have the Big Kids box. So for those who may or may not be aware, Young Living has a whole line of products that are geared towards children, whether it be certain oils that are a little bit more diluted or kid friendly in the taste and flavor. So you have things such as, it does come with that water bottle. You can order it. That one, that's the Vital 180 water bottle, Jenny. So Mighty Vites. Mighty Vites, my kids take every day. You get Mighty Zymes in there. The kids, they love the Sleep toothpaste. You also get Genius essential oil to help the kids focus, and Kid Sense shampoo. So here's one thing that I do want to stress. Like, these are boxes that Vital 180 put together that are things that go really well for introductory into these certain lines. So I do think it was interesting I think on the first page that it mentioned, typically, like, when you get a box service, it's usually, they say it's tailored for you, but usually it's picked out by somebody else. It's sent to you. You don't have any freedom or choice over what you get. It's either you like it or you don't. I've used many box services, especially when it comes to clothing, and sometimes it's hit or miss. Sometimes the things work out really well and you get things you like, and sometimes you don't. But that's the beauty of Essential Rewards, is you can customize and pick every single item that you want to order that month. The nice thing about these wellness boxes is they're going to give people ideas of not only how they can reach the PV that they need to maximize what they're ordering, but also a good starting point for things that they should be ordering before they expand out and order other things for their family. So these are some ideas for people who have pets. So you have the shampoo, you have the ointment, you have the Pet Sense Dental Pet Chew, Tea-Away essential oil, Pure Clean essential oil as well. So when you're introducing things like this, it really says something to a new member that Young Living kind of has thought of it all and doesn't leave anybody out. You have the person that's active, you have the children, you have the fur babies, as it says. So you have people with animals aren't excluded as well. And then let's say a person has a goal that they want to drop some weight or make some weight management changes, you have the whole entire Sleek line that you could recommend to them, along with products that complement that. So you have things like Life 9 probiotic, Sleek Tea, Sleek Essence oil to help with satiation, Essential Zymes 4, and also Sleek Citrus Slim capsules as well. Would be a great place for them to start. What about those with brand new babies at the house? So for an individual, maybe they have, I know my sister, this was a big line that I recommended to her when her daughter was born. The Seedlings line was just starting to get really big. But they have a baby oil, they have baby wipes, baby lotion, diaper rash cream, gentle baby essential oil. And one thing that's really, really nice about this that you might want to stress is that the funny thing is, when you go to the store, I know Dana and I were privy to this too, you might purchase these items normally for your young child, but most of them have harsh chemicals and toxins in them. And so the very thing that we think that we're doing for our kids that we think that we're helping them is actually harming them, because we're lathering on these things that are nothing but chemicals. So if they're looking for a chemical-free option or a toxic-free option, that's what they're going to find within the Seedlings line. And these are great products to get them started with. You also have the Man Up box. So I love this box because I was one of those persons that felt like Young Living just did not have enough products for men. And in the 3 to 4 years that we've been around, those products have grown substantially. So for the woman who's trying to get her man on board with oils, or for the man that's just started and he has no idea where to go from there, some things that you can recommend that he order: Deep Relief, especially if it comes in a roller ball. Like, I know I keep that one on me All times it's in my lunchbox when I go to work. Idaho Blue Spruce is in short supply right now if you can find it, but it is one of my staple oils that I love to use every single day. Shutran essential oil is great. Everyone loves Shutran, especially when they smell it. Doesn't matter if they're men or women. People always ask me what I'm wearing. And the nice thing that you can recommend with that is that is available to purchase with your ER points. So that's how I got my first bottle of Shutran, was with the ER points that I saved up. You have the Shutran 3-in-1 body wash. So that's for your hair, face, and body. And then Shutran shave cream as well. So they've got products that cover every single facet for men. And the fact that Young Living did that to appeal to us men, like, I'm appreciative for it. Like, I really do appreciate that. So let's move on to the energy box. If someone is not already ordering Ninja, besides the Thieves box, this should probably be the other box that they order as well. Because one thing that Shannon mentions, and even Sarah Harnish mentions, you want people using things that are consumable, right? What is something that people are going to consume faster than Ningxia Red? I know we order 4 to 6 bottles a month, and usually we go through our bottles every single month. There's 4 of us in our family. So the sooner you can get them hooked on Ningxia Red and regularly taking it and feeling the difference and seeing how much it's working on their bodies and their cells, you're going to notice that your PV is going to go up. But some other things to order with that, you have multi-greens. So if they need a boost of energy, multi-greens is going to help with that. Ningxia Zing, so get rid of the harmful energy drinks that that give you the extreme high and the extreme low. That's also really, really bad for your heart. Instead, replace it with a Ningxia Zing. Ningxia Nitros to help them focus and help you stay alert and awake, along with the Ningxia Red that you should be taking every day anyway. And peppermint essential oil is great as well. So between this box and the Thieves box, for everyone in general use, this is a great one that I would recommend. You want to talk about the beauty box?
Sure. So, excuse me. So the beauty box is another excellent one. Hands down, I have worked with skincare products for going on 13 years now. And Young Living skincare is one of the best that I've worked with. We now have that Sur La May that is back in stock. That is an amazing brightening cream. It's a great moisturizer too. Also that mint scrub, that's an excellent one for exfoliant for the skin. A lot of people, they neglect their exfoliation, but it is important to exfoliate. And you also want to be careful of not exfoliating too much. I love this one because it's a manual exfoliant, but it's not really abrasive to the skin. And the little mint gives it a nice cooling sensation. You have the Art Renewal, which again has orchids in it. It's a very delicate serum, but that is another thing that is crucial to the skincare regimen. Absolutely love that as well. Then you have the eye cream, which I do think a lot of people neglect that too. Your eyes are one of the most sensitive parts of your skin. So you don't want to use the same things that you do for the general face as you would around your eye area because it's super thin. You also have that Art System. So the Art System is going to give you a great foam cleanser, a toner, and a moisturizer. So that beauty box would be another excellent one to get people going with. And really, when you look at a lot of these boxes, how you're going to know where to go is by listening. You have to listen to your members. You have to listen to the new people, and you have to see what is their needs. We're problem solvers, right? So we're trying to figure out how can we fill a need. So if you have somebody that's complaining, my skin has been so dry, and well, what are you using? Oh, I just use soap and water. Well, hey, let's move over to better quality products, and then get out the toxins out.
And then something else that I just want to point out as well, Dana mentioned the beauty box products, but something that was specific to note. I don't know if you can actually see it on your screen, but right down here, just a nice reminder is that it says that they would get all of that and the 300 PV promo. So one thing to point out to individuals is the fact that not only are they going to get these products, but along the way, once they hit those PV promo marks, so at 100 PV, 190, 300, they're going to get other free products as well. So the fact that they're getting their ER points, which is allowing them to get free products down the road, but Young Living also sends them promotional items for ordering the things that they want anyway. That's going to speak a lot to that individual. And so if you get them ordering on ER, especially from the beginning, like they won't forget that they get free gifts at certain PV levels. So just something to keep in mind if you want to keep that excitement going, keep them wanting to try new products as well. And that is it for those wellness boxes. So like I mentioned, I'm going to stop my share here. And turn back on my video. Okay, so like we mentioned, it's just important that people understand the benefits of being on Essential Rewards, but also that we're not leaving them in the dark. So we want them to understand that they have a lot of options, even if they're confused about what to order. Use this as a reference or a guide that says, hey, this is what you want to target and focus on. This is a great place to start, and allow them to pick and choose their items from there, and allow them to play with the products. Once they get their hands on it, they're going to learn what they like, what they don't like. If something didn't work for them, maybe try a different recommendation on their next ER order. And that's the beauty of being on ER, is they don't have to order the same thing every single month. They could order 7, 8 wellness boxes, 7 or 8 different months, and get a chance to try all of those different products. So that's how you continue to build excitement, is allowing them to take control over that, but also to be able to experiment with those. Do you have anything else you want to add? No. Okay. All right. So that's all we have. Tashina, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you and let you share Sarah's.
Alrighty. So just to connect it before I move over to that though, connecting it to the amazing job that Karen did last week. Remember, our first opportunity to listen to the members, like Dana stated, is to get them started right and make sure we fill out that wellness consult that you can just download from any of the classes, or is there in the welcome guide. And then they're the ones that's going to tell you, oh, I have weight management goals. Oh, I have been hearing about, I want to detox my home. So that right then and there, you can direct them to these wellness boxes. And then as we mentioned at the very beginning, the post that I mentioned from Shannon Hudson that was super amazing, that's also how we connect them to our classes, right? Because most people are not going to spend $300 on makeup if they haven't tried it. Because when people are in love with their makeup, they do not want to switch it, right? So a lot of people that are very into skincare probably are not going to switch it unless they try it. Some people are just really funny about smells and different things like that, so they might want to smell the thieves. Or they might want to taste the Ninja before they're like, I don't remember what it tastes like. I got that kit 8 months ago. They want to taste it again before they order it. So that's where our classes connect, and listening to them and asking questions when we're at those classes. So these are great tools, and we want to make sure that we're using them right, because yes, we have a lot of knowledge and we know what we love, but there's 950 products out there. And like, I'm allergic to all animals. I don't have kids. So instead of me going into the virtual office and then hitting the button for that product line, I can just have this wellness box and use this tool laid out there for me. Easy, one step, and not have to fuss with it. Certain people, they don't have the weight management struggle, so they've never tried to sleep, right? So at least it's written out there so that they can suggest that when someone says they have weight management struggles. So the other reason why I'll share my screen, why I really like the information from Oilability team is because these are actual graphics that are separated out that I can actually, or anyone can just download. And so I use these for postcards very frequently. So when people get started, there's, most of us have maybe somewhere between, depending on where you are in the Happy Oiler family team, you have somewhere between 20 to 50% of your team members don't live near you. You can't get with them in person. And so I make sure that I send postcards on a monthly basis to all of my team members, the local ones, primarily to promote classes, the out-of-state ones to make sure that they know about promos and different things, as well as our Facebook classes. But one of the things I will periodically do is also share these with them as well. So we have some that are crafted just at that 50 PV level, if you know that's what that person is specifically going for. These have to do with our chemical-free lifestyle. Then we have one that's crafted to our 190 PV level. So this particular one has a little bit of both. It has the chemical-free lifestyle with our ninja. As Anthony was stating, like, seriously, when we get people started, it should just be a given that let's start ER for 3 months because this is a lifestyle. That first ER is your kit. Your second ER is your Thieves Essential Rewards, and your third ER is Ninja. That's going to get them their bases. And that's what everyone, no matter what their health goals are, no matter what they've decided, that's going to definitely help them, and then they can build up from there. So this is one, if they're in the 190 PV level, they can just do both at the same time. The next one is more geared towards our skincare and body care, and then still Ninja Red is a part of good skincare. So it's still included in that one. So this is detoxing your actual skincare and body care, but also including the Ninja Red. The next one is more supplement-based with our master formula. And then another supplement, our lozenges and Ninja Red. And then here we have a relax one with our peace and calming and lavender, and our V6 massage oil. A cleaning one, our intro to supplements, Super C and Life 9, probiotics. Everybody needs their probiotics. A pet one here, oral care one, personal care one, rock your body, detox your body, conquer emotions, Chef Young Living, balance and grow. So again, it just gives us more options than the other ones that we have, because these are all 50 PV options. And then more 190 PV options. So this is detoxing your complete bathroom kit, supporting your immune system kit. Got some things like digest and cleanse and the golden touch. Relax and encouraging them to get a different diffuser. One called prayer time, oils in the bedroom, mini beauty school, kids for little noses, and a different energy, chemical-free kids, muscles and bones, just breathe, and the larger one for your pets. And then we have, of course, some 300 PV ones, again, around the same lines. So supplements, rock your body, a weight management one, oils of the ancient scriptures, get rolling and moving. So things that are going to help us sleep as well as relax and help our muscles, including our Cool Azul pain relief cream, Agile Ease, complete cleaning kit here, complete kids kit, a complete focus kit, feelings kit, so balancing our emotions, complete detox kit here, all of the cleansing nutrition that we have available, a large 300 PV Chef Young Living kit, motivational building your business Magnify Your Purpose, Finance, Highest Potential, Ula Balance, Ula Grow, and a full 300 PV beauty kit. So again, these ones I primarily use because they're very nice square graphics. I can download them and then I can put them on the front of a postcard to communicate some ideas to my team members, especially those that are out of state. And then some other things that Sarah actually has here, just again, to continue to educate your team or even to share with those that may be in different areas. She has her scavenger hunt that can be shared with people, so that gives them a visual of all the things we can do with Young Living. She also has her one-on-one audio. I send that to people very frequently. And then her toxic-free audio, which you can buy those CDs, but I send these little links to people as follow-up very, very frequently. And I think that was pretty much all that I had to share from Sarah. Just, again, she has some different boxes, different ideas, and I like that you can download them and put them on actual postcards. Anyone have any questions or concerns or comments?
I have some questions. So really quick, when do you normally start? I mean, I know right off the get-go you're talking about the Young Living lifestyle, but then, like, is it a month later you set up a time when you can go over this together, or do you just text them to it? Like, what has everyone found to be the best, most efficient way of doing it? Not efficient, but like, goodness. I want to say profitable, but that's not the right term either. The best return.
Effective.
Effective. Thank you. Thank you.
So if I can chime in really quickly, I know that you'll probably get different answers. I know that Shannon, because of the way her personality is, Shannon's like, yeah, we sit down and we set it up like right away. Like when they're signing up, she's like, okay, this is what you're going to get next month. You're going to get the month after that. You're going to get your ninja or thieves. What I found is just with the people that I've been dealing with is I shoot them a text and say, hey, has your kit come in yet? Because usually I try to sign them up on ER. So, okay, great. Your kit has come in. I'm going to send you the textables about all of the oils within your kit. And then I'm going to send you the information about what you can order next month for your essential rewards. And then that's when they start usually asking like, well, when does that process, or what is essential rewards? What do I need to order? And then that opens the dialogue for them for me to get an understanding of what they're even trying to target. So usually for me, it's within that first week of them getting that kit.
So I'll just kind of add to that. I agree with that because I feel like, again, it goes back to listening. So I feel like no matter where I start, like people, as I'm getting to know them, kind of tell me what they're looking for, what they need. So whether it is, I'm interested in learning more about Young Living because my son is super hyper and can't pay attention at school. And so I think this might help, right? So of course they're going to still start with the premium starter kit, but my wheels are already thinking, well, what other things do they need to be able to support them, right? And for me, then I would better know what box is going to be best for them. So really, once you get started, I'm already talking about the next things that are going to help support your family and setting those things up right away, so that when we get closer to, like, let's say you get started in May and then your next order is going to be processed in June. Well, we already talked about what you're getting in June. It's already like set up and going and ready in your cart. So then I'm going to keep following up with you up into that time. And I'm going to keep talking about those things. I'm like, oh, it's going to be so awesome next month when you get X, Y, and Z for Xavier or whatever, because it's going to support and help him focus. And I'm so excited to see, you know, how that's going to work for you. And so we continue to talk about it. So right around when it's now the next month and it's time for that to go in, they've already like, oh, I'm ready to get this, you know, because we've built up that anticipation on how they can continue to support their family.
And one last thing I'll add to that is the earlier that you talk about it and give them advance notice that this is the route they're going to take. Usually, sometimes people might have financial obligations. Maybe they need to save to be able to get the stuff that they want. And you also want to, I mean, not saying that you're working over people, but you also want it to be beneficial for yourself as well, for them and for yourself. So if you let them know like, hey, like usually some people may be hesitant if you start talking about this is what you're going to order the next few months while they're ordering their kit. So I find that usually it's like after it's settled in, they've got their kit, they're playing with their oils. Let's have that conversation. This is the day your next orders are going to process. This is what you might want to think about ordering. Well, then now they're prepared and they know that maybe they might have to set aside a certain amount of money every week. That way you make sure that their order processes, because it's a bad thing to set them up and then their order never processes, maybe because the funds aren't there or they couldn't decide on what they wanted. So we don't want to overwhelm them, but at the same time, we do want to be transparent and let them know that, hey, this is what's available. This is the best way. This is the right way to do Young Living, whether you're building a business or not. This is the right way to live a Young Living lifestyle. And that's simply to be on Essential Rewards. Here's what you should order.
I'm sorry, real quick, we'll also add to that too. I'm very transparent too. And I want to make everything easy. So even if, let's say, something happens for them financially, I want to ensure them that should you need help placing your order or not placing your order or whatever you need, like I'm right here. Like just, you know, call me, text me. I'm going to walk you through everything. I will three-way with Young Living, customer service. They're absolutely amazing. Like I make sure I build all that up for them too, because I don't ever want people to think that, oh my goodness, I'm stuck in something and, oh, she didn't tell me that, or, you know, or something like that. So I do try to be extremely transparent as well. And it seems, I feel like it seems like people, you know, get it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm necessarily effective at it, but I think ideally, I would agree that you should definitely do it within like a week. And then again, it's planting the seeds during the initial contact, right? So during the class, during the one-on-one, we're already mentioning those other things, right? We're already talking about how it's a lifestyle. We're already talking about how, so your second order is going to be, so your third order is going to be, because it really is going to help you with your overall wellness. And again, I mentioned it last week, I haven't been very good about using the wellness consult. That's one of my goals to improve with that. Because again, we're going to have the conversations, we're going to listen to them, but if we don't take notes, maybe we won't remember everything, and having that wellness consult filled out will be a little bit more helpful from that. And then just building up from there, just touching base with them on a regular basis after that initial follow-up within the next 7 days or so.
Thanks so much for sharing.
All right. Anything else before we move on to events?
So I do have something. We actually need volunteers for the next couple of Zoom calls. So one of the things that we have brainstormed that Kieran and Marlene thought would be a really good idea is if individuals shared what their onboarding process is. So when a person says, yes, I want the kit, what do you do right after that? Like, do you send out a welcome package? Do you set up a Zoom one-on-one with them if they're in another state? Do you set up a one-on-one with them if they're in person? Do you add them to all the Facebook groups? Do you add them to one Facebook group? Do you send out an email? Do you send out a text message campaign for the first 14 days? What is your onboarding process for your new members? So we had that set up for the next 3 weeks, I believe, and we need volunteers to share that. Preferably for next week, not Dana, Anthony, or myself, because you just heard from us.
All right, something to think about. Feel free to let either myself, Dana, or Tashina know if you would like to volunteer for that. So let's move on to events. Any events that anyone would like to promote? I do want to start. We are continuing the financial empowerment series. The goal of that is not only to educate people on finances, but also for people to understand why they need something like a Young Living business. So this is a 8-week thing. Well, technically not 8 weeks in a row, but it's 4 weeks every other week. So this will be the second week that we're doing that. It is Monday at 7 o'clock right here on the Zoom channel. It is free for Young Living members. Outside members, it is $10. So feel free to promote that as well. We had a really, really good turnout for the last one, and hopefully what I am sharing is going to be beneficial for anyone that decides to get on. So I do want to take the moment to promote that.
Tuesday, we have our monthly Facebook class. It's usually the second to last Tuesday. I do it in English, and then I do a similar one in Spanish the last Tuesday. So the goal is that the first 3 weeks, everybody is killing it with their vendor events and their classes. And so you have all this follow-up that you need to do. And then here we have a Facebook class that you can invite those people to have additional exposures. So this one is going to be very along the same lines of what our Dearborn one was. So again, for the people that are not in Michigan, they also can get some of the same information. So it's going to be the Got Oils Now What? So talks about oils after the kit as well as additional products. So you can invite everyone to that. So again, this upcoming Tuesday will be in English. The following Tuesday, there will be a similar class in Spanish. And then June 1st here in Michigan, we are actually having a business class in person because one of the things we're, again, trying to promote is financial literacy. So with the nonprofit that I signed up, they have a space for us and invited us to have classes there to help them get traffic. At the Sprout Fresh Food Store, June 1st, we are doing the class. I've tried one of those things before, The Truth About Network Marketing, which is an awesome, awesome presentation that Anthony put together. And we did, I don't know, like a year ago or something at one of our Rusty Bucket, I think. So Anthony's going to be doing that, leading that class for us. And then the Tuesday after that is our Rusty Bucket dinner. Tuesday, June the 4th is our dinner class that we usually have. And that one's going to be on summer fun. So if you haven't tried the sunscreen, and by that time I will actually have the insect repellent wipes and all the stuff, tips and tricks that we need for summer. And then I will be on the cruise. I will go hang out with Jenny for a day. So that's it. Those are all the upcoming classes in the next 2.5 weeks or so.
All right, cool. So let's go ahead and close out then. I thank everybody for being on. Thank you for your questions. Hopefully the information we brought you is of value, but keep pushing. If you feel like you're stuck, go back and listen to this again, especially the beginning with Shannon's quote. I thought that was excellent. But until then, we'll see everybody next week. And
bye. Thanks, guys.